Alright, welcome back everybody. I am still SuperSonic71087 and we are bringing you Sonic the Hedgehog 2, which is probably one of the main games I've been speedrunning lately for the past couple months. And yeah, without further ado, we'll just go ahead and get set with the run. I'll just do a reset here. And Robo Sparkle will help me out on commentary as well. And stay tuned for some loud spin dashing. So, let me do another reset just for good luck. Alright, we're going to start the timer in about, once it comes to the title screen, in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, welcome to Emerald Hill. So this is pretty much the sequel of Sonic 1, where we have the spin dash introduced, and it will be the main movement of the entire run. So as we can see in Emerald Hill, we're just going to try to go as fast as possible and grab a 20 at the end of the stage here. Now, normally with this run, we do time it with in-game time. So since we finish the stage in 20 seconds, we would normally type up 20 in life split. But since we don't have to worry about that now, we're just going to go ahead and roll with it in RTA. But the reason why we do it in IGT is because of the score countdown on the bottom. Because anytime we get like 30 seconds or below, it would be like 50,000 points plus a continue. So we would just pretty much be sitting around waiting for that.
Yeah, which basically means that if you're going to get a time of, say, 26 seconds or, you know, anything above 23, then it's faster to wait until 31 seconds. It's just kind of a really dumb way to have a speed game, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Game time.
Alright, so
I remember it was like Mike 89 and Worcester's race during AGDQ once, and I think Mike 89 just won the first stage, and Worcester just hung around for a bit to do RTA strats, and they both finished the first jump at the same time.
Yeah, I remember watching that run.
That's how dumb this is.
So as you can see,
it's a pretty common thing with all the 2D Sonic games anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, Sonic Chaos is worse.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. I can only imagine that one. Alright, already we're in Chemical Plant, which is probably like my favorite set of stages to speedrun. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for this cycle to move here. There is a pretty tight jump that I will be going for that skips a lot of the stage. And we managed to get it, so we should finish the stage in 23.
The jump isn't necessarily too hard to get, but getting it first time is pretty tight because you also have to stop spinning because Sonic shows this mechanic where if you're kind of rolling when you jump and you bonk a wall or something, then you halt all of your forward momentum and you can't get any more until you land. Whereas if you're in the running animation before you jump, then you're a bit freer to move.
Alright, so here's one of the reasons why we have Tails in this run. Gonna manipulate him to open this door, which we normally cannot go into. And it's pretty much a path swapper to take us to the bottom route here, which skips a huge amount of the stage.
Most of it, pretty much.
Yeah.
So around a big long maze, and that's a very nice jump.
Alright, heading into the boss fight here. So thankfully Tails didn't interfere with that boss fight, because if he manages to get a hit in there...
he tried to intervene.
Yeah.
I was holding my breath for that one. We've got time for a few donations.
Go for it.
Okay, cool. So TDXNYC88 has donated $15 with no comments. Thank you very much for that. I Am Greaser has also donated $15, who writes, "Good luck with the Sonic runs, and may Metropolis actually be nice to once." And both of those have donated towards the Japanese soundtrack for Sonic CD, so that is now currently winning.
Alright, awesome. Okay, let's see if I can get this fish jump. Nope, I jumped way too early, and we're going down the bottom. That's not good. Okay.
That's a move.
This should be okay, I think. Yeah, we're fine. We're at the end. That was a bit of a hiccup there.
That's fine. We'll call it RTA strats because you finished after 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But what I tried to do there, I was supposed to jump off a fish and then land on the speed shoes so I can finish the stage in 23 instead of 33, but this is totally fine. Aquatic Ruin 2, there is actually a pretty difficult jump here coming up that requires my rolling momentum. Let's see if we can actually get this jump here. Alright, we managed to get it. That is like one of the harder jumps in the run.
Yeah, that's just insane because like very slightly too early or too late, and you're basically either blocking the ceiling and falling down, or crashing into a wall and losing all of your momentum.
Alright, we got the boss fight coming up here.
Are you going for the fast kill?
I'm gonna try. Ah, it was way too early.
So what can happen is if you hit Robotnik at the exact frame that he smashes his hammer down, then he'll fly off immediately while the pillars are collapsing, and you can just immediately go to the capsule and pop it.
Yeah, you get like the exploding
Is it the same
animals.
frame? Is it frame perfect?
It's frame perfect, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really tough one to time because you've got to kind of obviously there's a bit of time delay between you releasing the spin dash and actually hitting him.
Alright, Casino Night is like one of the more annoying stages to speedrun. Gonna see how this goes. Okay, we managed to get past that. Alright,
So
we're
much
fine.
for this in cycles. Nice.
This stage always scares me, and I somehow lost my momentum going there. That's okay. RTA strats.
Exactly. Yeah, RTA strats. Perfect. I mean, perfect RTA strats. Bam. Straight on the 30. By the way, if you're hearing Supersonic kind of mashes buttons in a really strange pattern, what he's going for is what we call a 6-tap spin dash. So essentially, to get the high speed for Sonic spin dash, you need to tap it 6 times. Any more than that, you just kind of maintain the maximum. But if you hold spin dash, then you'll steadily like lose the charge, if you like. So the quickest way to do it is just to get kind of all 6 taps as frame perfect as possible, and that will give you your maximum speed.
Yeah.
A few instances where we're not going for 6 taps. Chemical Plant 2 is a big example. Like exactly 3 taps will manipulate Tails to the point where you can get the skip.
Yeah, and everybody has like various ways of doing spin dashing in this game. I usually just run my thumb across the A, B, and C buttons a couple times if I go for a 6-tap. And it sounds like a camera shutter going off pretty much by listening to the controller. Didn't really get that last bounce in there, but let's use the bumper for safety. That was actually a pretty good Casino Night too.
Yeah.
Managed to
Really
get the
good.
flipper skip at the end.
How tight is that skip? Because sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't.
There's like, if you bounce off one of those, I call them chili dogs. If you bounce off the middle one, chances are you will be able to clip right through the flippers. But I try to like slow down. Like while I'm in the loop, I'll just kind of tap left a little bit just to see if I can lower my speed to hit that second chili dog. But a lot of times it doesn't happen, so you just end up rolling off the flipper, which pretty much costs like a second or two maybe. Alright, we're gonna do our first glitch in the run. Go through the lava, head into the wall, skipping like a pretty good chunk there.
Well, if you miss that skip, we'll be doing something very similar with Metro 2. So.
Yeah. Intentional damage on the lava just to get through. Alright, not bad.
I'll take those.
Let's see, Act 2. Act 2 can be a little annoying towards the end. Oops. Didn't spin dash. Sometimes that can happen too. When you try to set up for a spin dash, you just do a straight jump. Head in here.
Yeah, the other version you see, particularly people beginning to speedrun the game, is charge up the spin dash and then immediately jumping because they press the jump button in frame 1
Yeah.
of the spin dash.
Alright, so now we're in the lava rising section. Just gonna get out of there. There's actually a mini skip there, but it's like frame perfect, so we're not gonna go for that. We tried to land on that platform, but apparently I clipped right through because this game loves to make sense.
I mean that platform doesn't always work.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We just get a quick kill on Robotnik there. With Tails still hovering.
But Tails loves to help, but Tails is not great at helping.
Yeah,
Didn't even get the capsule for you.
I had some instances where Tails tried to help out with the boss fight, and I just went straight into the lava and couldn't recover after that, so ended up dying in the stage. Alright, one of my favorite tracks in the run. Oops.
Yeah. We've got so many bangers, but yeah, Mr. K is definitely up there.
Just gonna do some specific spin dashes. You kind of noticed that I stood up there. Well, it was in the running position, just hanging on to that that lever. Uh oh, I missed that, so I'll just take this route down here. This is actually slower, but since I missed going through that that bridge gap, I had to go this way. It only costs like a few seconds, no big deal.
It's possible to roll through the bridge that you kind of have to lower.
Yeah.
By jumping off the spike when you've got invincibility, or if you've got iframes and taking damage.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Act 2 is pretty, like, popular for, like, the Pit of Doom, where there's, like, nothing but a bed of spikes. But we're not going to be going that route.
Wait, you're not going down the Pit of Spikes?
Oh, no way.
Are you sure you don't want to, like, get some invincibility first and then just have a little holiday down there?
I remember getting stuck there as Supersonic one time.
Supersonic, I think it's one of those rite of passage things. Like you can't call yourself a Sonic 2 runner or player unless you've been down that pit of Supersonic.
Yeah, I remember doing that as a kid, and oh man, that was like, I remember having like at least 70 rings, and I was just sitting there waiting for the ring count to go down.
Just have a nice cup of tea while Tails keeps dying.
Yeah, just kind of wait there.
And you're just sitting there watching Tails with jealousy, going, "I wish I could die."
Yeah. Yeah, Tails is practically immortal. Like he'll just appear every single time. While Sonic doesn't have that luxury. All right, heading into Oil Ocean. We're gonna be taking the bottom route here. This is actually pretty scary, mainly because we're trying to go through the oil here.
You say route like it's kind of intended to go underneath all the struts.
Yeah. Very dangerous route indeed.
Yeah. So there's another way that the struts kind of stop having collision right before the kill plane. So it's got to be very, very tight with those spin dashes to make sure he both gets underneath those and doesn't die.
Still managed to finish the stage under 40 seconds. I accidentally took that launcher there. Probably cost a few seconds, but it's no big deal. 39 is actually a pretty respectable time for this stage. Alright, Oil Ocean 2. We're going to be doing a really cool glitch. Gonna go into this launcher, get hit intentionally, and our gravity is screwed up.
Hypersonic.
Yeah, it has like supersonic capabilities, and we're just gonna go ahead and get inside this wall here, initiating a level wrap.
Oh, this looks pretty glitchless, but I think Oil Ocean starts to change that.
Yeah.
Level wrapping. For those of you not familiar with Sonic speedrunning, this is quite a common thing. Sonic 1, 2, and 3 all have level wrapping. Technically, CD does as well, but it's not useful. Basically, if you fire Sonic at incredibly high speeds of the left boundary of the wall, then Sonic gets a negative X coordinate value. And in this game, there are no negative X values. So what it does, it gives you the highest possible X value instead, which is at the very, very end of the level. It's actually really far past the end of the level, but the camera locks when you reach a boss room and just kind of teleports Sonic into that room. So you effectively skip the whole level. We've seen a few of those in Metropolis 2 and 3 if all goes well.
Yeah, the one I'm really worried about is Metropolis 3, but sometimes Metropolis 2 can be a bit difficult if I don't get the proper positioning for that.
Yeah, always worried about Metro 3.
Okay, so we're just gonna have Tails here to give us more speed. I'm going up here. I'm gonna take this safe route by lowering this. I'm gonna do a screen wrap, which is a vertical route. Just gonna go right through here.
The reason he's able to get in there is when the camera is off, all the sprites, so the giant nuts, for instance, the boxes, don't exist, or they don't have collision, and it means that Sonic can kind of go into them, and then when they're both together, you can kind of jump and sort of push yourself through the floor. It's kind of tight because if you do wrong or make the wrong movements, then Sonic will just get crushed. But yeah, nice way to push yourself through the floor. See it a little bit in Sonic 3 as well, in Marble Garden.
Alright, we managed to get the wrap here in Metro 2. Can we get a glitch signpost? Ah, just missed it. I overshot that a little bit.
Never mind. I have to touch the signpost. So if you both in Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, if you touch the signpost while the screen is wrapping, then it doesn't have time to actually load the sprite for it. So you get a lovely little glitched signpost. It's very cool looking.
Alright, Metro 3, here we go. I'm gonna get this 3 attempts.
Okay.
If I don't get it, I'll go for it back up. And I'll be doing some pause buffering here.
If you get it, you're getting those 3 attempts, I'll chuck in some good stuff into the chat.
Come on, get in there. Oh, not too far. So what I'm trying to line up Sonic's feet inside the ground.
This is never a reason we bring Tails.
Ah, I just missed it. I'll give it one more shot.
Oh, that was close. That was very close.
Ah, alright. I'm not going to continue on with this. We'll just go for a backup here.
Unlucky.
It's one of the harder tricks in the run.
Yeah. It's like it's double frame perfect, so you kind of have to get a frame perfect turnaround after the zip starts, and then another frame perfect. Is it jump? Or, I can't remember what the actual input is.
It's like I tap right on a certain frame, and then once I'm off screen, I kind of push right again just to kind of have Sonic initiate the zip. It's kind of hard to really pull off because a lot of the times, like whenever I tap right, it doesn't work very properly. Also, the mantises can be pretty annoying. So this is the alternate route. It is like roughly a minute or so slower. But so is attempts metric for a minute. Yeah.
You know, it is generally one of those things where you can spend, you can know the trick and you can be good at it, and you can still take you like 5 minutes to
yeah. I was kind of worried about my rings there, but this should be fine. I just got to do one more screen wrap here. It should take me directly to the boss room. Oh wait, I didn't do that right. And Tails moved the thing, so I got to respawn it.
Yeah, the other reason the level wraps work is with a, I think it's not just exclusive to Sonic, but with a lot of games, the way that collision detection works is if the game detects that you are in the wall, it will attempt to eject you out of it. Usually by pushing you in the opposite direction to where you're pushing. So if you're pushing right, the game pushes you left, because it assumes you've got stuck in the right hand wall trying to get you out of it. So with clever timing, you can sort of manipulate that into giving yourself huge amounts of speed.
Now we got the most annoying boss in the run.
Yeah.
We're just gonna roll into him and try to keep our ring safe. We're just gonna let him come down here.
The one ring infinite health strat.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we didn't get the level wrap in Metro 3, but that's alright.
Don't mind. It happens. Marathons.
But at least we're out of Metropolis, so that's fine with me. And now we have a 2-minute and 6-second auto-scroller, so if you have anything, any donations or anything to plug, feel free to do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, first of all, I want to shout out Silent Yam. Thank you very much for the sub. Really, really appreciate it. Definitely, yeah, really great for helping ESA. We have 2 donations. So Tiny Tim, our 5 gift sub from earlier, has spotted us a further $5, who says, "Hey all, donating for the amazing Supersonic and the Sonic 2 run. We've been spoiled with so many good Sonic marathon runs lately, so thank you all of the many Sonic runners. Good luck, Supersonic, and Final Flame for later. Final Flame's running Sonic CD. Cheers." And that donation has also gone to the Japanese soundtrack. So if you want to hear the American soundtrack, you're going to have to pony up some cash. We also have a $50 donation. Thank you so much to Over the Realm, who writes, "Free the nipple." Free guesses to what that donation is for. Which means we're only $35 away from freeing the nipple. Come on, free the plumber too.
There we go. Yeah, there's really not much to say about Sky Chase. It's just pretty much the calm before the storm. Also, interesting fact, I am playing on the Revised 2 cartridge, so whenever I spin dash, I'm pretty much magnetized to the plane here. So in the original cart, Sonic can actually fall off the plane and die, but you can also go for a 205, just like save 1 second at the end of the stage. But yeah, this one they kind of fixed it. But there is going to be something pretty cool I'll be going for in Wing Fortress. Also, I can also do this. Kind of do like this multiple rolls there. Doesn't really do anything, it's just to show off a little bit.
I mean, you got enough time to mess around.
Yeah.
Oh, Final Flame's written, "Chat, help me out, donate for US soundtrack." I think Final Flame wants the chat US.
Alright, so I'm gonna be, well, I was supposed to kill this guy right here. There's actually a good reason why I'm killing that chicken in particular. Although my cycles are slightly off now. Oh dear. This is okay. Let's see where my platforms are positioned. No, I went off the other platform. So that was a little unfortunate. I didn't have a good platform line up there. So I was actually setting up for an easier slope glitch in that section. That's totally fine. We'll get it in this one. It's a pretty scary stage overall. So we take that intentional damage boost on that propeller there. There we go. Got a better opening this time.
Hey. Nice.
So we will set it up again just for good measure. Oh, this might screw up the boss fight now. Let's see. We'll find out. Just supposed to get stuck in that. Let's see if... Oh no, I'm facing right. I don't know if this is gonna work. Nope, I gotta take intentional death. That's okay. There is a backup that a fellow speedrunner, GTAce, found in this stage. He's actually a Mario runner, but he showed me this pretty recently, actually. You can get like a setup for slope glitch here. So it's on this launcher. You have to do like another quick spin dash right as you land on it. It's kind of like frame perfect to get this one. This is actually a little more harder to get than the original. There we go. We have it this time. Let me see if we can actually manage to get into a spin dash motion here. There we go. We got it this time. Yeah, shout out to GTAce. Gonna jump off here and whoa. I'm like way off the edge there. Let's see if I land on the plane. Okay, we landed on it. We're good.
Luckily, you're still magnetized to the plane, really.
Yeah, so totally fine there.
Yeah. Right, so slope glitch. God, I mean, explaining the setup is just weird, but you essentially... I'm not even sure how to describe the setup. You're sort of like doing a spin dash on the kind of the booster at the same time as being launched off of it. But essentially what it means is that whatever like plane that Sonic is walking on, he kind of maintains that same level throughout. So that's why we call it slope glitch, because if he's walking on the slope, he'll continue to walk at that angle, which means you can shove yourself into walls, you can walk on air, and you won't get off of it until you jump. Which enables, yeah, not only getting the quick kill on the boss, but also just skipping the little kind of cutscene afterwards and immediately jumping down to the plane. So that was Silver Sonic. Final boss, probably the most challenging Sonic boss.
Okay, we got 10 hits there. We're in the home stretch. Time's gonna be on fade out. All right. And time.
Very nice.
Man. How do we do on time for that one?
Only 5:13.
25:13.
Very cool. Yeah.
All right.
That's an amazing arcade time, especially with like Metro 3, with the Wing Fortress death. That's a really, really good time.
Yeah, that is actually really good. And I'm actually really surprised Death Egg went well the way it did, because that final boss fight is so difficult.
Yeah, and you went for the 10-2 as well.
Yeah, I went for 10-2 for that one. But
It's probably like the second hardest. Like, it is possible to get all 12 hits before Robotnik takes off, but it's just so ridiculous.
yeah.
It's really not worth it, especially in a marathon setting, because you've got to like replay the whole start of the act as well.
Exactly. So that is the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I hope you all enjoyed the run. Huge shout outs to Joey Baby, Zaxxon, a lot of the Sonic 2 speedrunners out there, especially Mike89, or as he's known as Sega Junkie, who's been my inspiration for running Sonic in general. So huge shout outs to the Sonic community. Also, thank you to RoboSparkle for the commentary. And
Thanks
also,
for having me on.
yeah, also doing double duty with like hosting and stuff, so that's pretty amazing. But that will do it for me. That is all the runs I have to do. Stay tuned for Final Flame with Sonic CD with Tails, so stick around for that. And keep on donating.
So it definitely, yeah. So if you didn't have enough of Tails helping, you can see Tails actually deliver on being the hero for a change. We are still running the bid war for Japanese versus US soundtrack. So at the moment, Japanese is winning. It's $70 to $48, meaning US soundtrack needs $23 more to pull ahead. I think Final Flame has puts his hat firmly in the US slot. It's a pretty easy option change, so he will be able to like change it immediately before the run, but we'll be closing that donation incentive right before the run starts. So if you do want to snipe that, get your donations in now during intermission. But yeah, we'll see you guys after intermission, and well, that'll be me signing off actually. God will be taking over hosting duties for me, and I'm just gonna sit back and chat and watch some sweet Sonic CD.
All right.